Duty. On command.
Yeah.
Wait, can you fart on command?
No.
Okay.
My sister.
Just really?
Yeah, she can.
That's a talent. Okay, well, your question, I'm sorry.
Is there a big difference between voice acting in a video game versus anime or like Toonami?
Yes and no. Video games have become a lot more cinematic now. Generally, it's a one-on-one experience where it's you with the director and the engineer, whoever happens to be in the booth. For original animation, like Wolverine, the X-Men, Star Wars stuff, we're working with a cast. So we actually get to play off of that cast rather than be restricted to the script and really have to stay on it and do it very quickly. Video games often we have to do hundreds or thousands of lines. So it is a very different process, but the acting part is exactly the same. There's just sometimes a lot more of it.
Thank you for that. That was a
Thank
good
you.
question. Next,
Hiya.
who are you and what is your question for Steve?
Alexandra?
Hi.
Well, it's my go-to question. Do you prefer voicing heroes or voicing villains?
Yes.
Does it pay? Yes.
I believe that acting is acting, and I also don't, when I'm in that character's body, I don't see a distinction between hero and villain. I see a perspective. And so the villains, to me, don't see themselves as villains in many cases. There have been some villains that just have no redeeming qualities at all. That's different. But most villains see like a greater good that they're doing, and they're willing to murder everybody to that end. Like Orochimaru, for example. He's willing to kill children, you know, to achieve goal. I'm not in real life, but it's fun to do it on TV. So, yeah, but I love them both equally. Thank you.
What is your name and what is your question, sir?
Hi.
Hi, I'm Drew. Didn't know I was going to meet you today. Fucking awesome.
Amazing.
So I'm a teacher, and one thing I try to do to not stay complacent is learn from the new teachers coming out of college. So who are you learning from right now to keep you fresh, or that's inspiring you that maybe 35, 40 years younger than you?
I'm learning from all of you, for starters. When I come to my booth, or my table, my signing table, I learn something every single time. And usually something from every single person. And it just perspective, I think, is one really great thing that sometimes we close ourselves off to, especially if we've been raised in a very restricted environment. To hear people's perspectives from all over the world help me to grow as a person, and I hope that never stops. In the industry, I mentioned her in an interview earlier, but Kristen DiMercurio, she's an audiobook narrator, and very young, and she does these little vignettes that she does on TikTok, and she's a genius, and she breaks down the art of voice acting in a way that I cannot articulate. She's just got this young, fresh perspective, and so I'm looking to people like that, who are making their own way in this very difficult business and so generously sharing their knowledge. But there's a ton of people at this convention, a lot of my peers at this convention, the younger actors, who are just wonderful. And I'm watching and I'm listening and I'm learning from them too. Guys like Eric Bauza, I'm a fan of the old Bugs Bunny stuff, and I listen to his stuff and I went, oh, I thought I did a pretty good Bugs impression, but no,
That's how you
do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Doc. It's oh my God. There's so much to learn from everybody, younger, older. It doesn't really make any difference. And I actually have a lot of friends in our community in Hawaii who are much older than me. In fact, two of my dearest friends there are in their late 80s. One guy's in his 90s, and I sang in the community choir with them. And I cheated off of them because I can't remember how to read sight-sing music. So I'm always finding inspiration from everybody that I meet, and that's one reason that I come off the island, too, so that I can be exposed to a lot more perspectives. Thank you for teaching, too. Big round for a teacher. Hi.
Hello, hi, I'm Farah.
I know what you're dressed as. Oh my God, I'm on book 3 right now.
Sorry, get through a little. Tom has certainly, and Toonami has had, I think, a big influence on the past generation. I'm sure you've probably talked about this before, but is there one of Tom's speeches that is your particular favorite? Or how much do you write those, or is it a collaboration with other people?
I do not write those,
Okay.
but it is my favorite thing to do for Toonami. I love those speeches because they have helped so many people, and I've had live evidence of that at these
Very much
conventions.
so.
The one that still resonates with me most deeply is the fall down 7 times, get up 8, because it's the getting up that matters.
Yeah.
Because like most people, I fall down more than I stand up these days. And the getting up really is important, so that one still hits me right in the feels every time.
Yes, very close. I have the sometimes the bad guys win is kind of my favorite one.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, they do.
but still,
But you gotta keep getting back up.
exactly.
Yeah.
Thank you.
We only have 2 minutes left and
Right,
we'll
no
have to
smushing
leave
out
the
there.
room,
I
so.
promise this is a quick question.
Oh, that's
I
good,
was-
that's good.
My name's Laura.
Hi, Laura.
Saw you this morning, but
I remember.
I was dying to know, you said you have 2 dogs. What are their names and what kind of dogs?
Okay, I have Chewy, who's a golden retriever. She's almost 3 and just beautiful and smart.
Is she really derpy, dorky?
She's derpy and
Most
dorky.
golden retrievers are,
And she
right?
loves
Yes.
dragonflies. She has dragonflies that come and hover right over her head, and she chases them around the yard
So cute.
all day long. She's just amazing. Chases balls, will do that 24/7, and will not leave me alone until she's had enough, which is almost never. And wakes me up every morning. She'll stand by the side of the bed at 5:30 in the morning, just wanting her
My dog
snorkel.
used to do the same.
Yeah, and then I have a Great Pyrenees Australian Shepherd mix, snow white dog named Pinky. It was a big gadonk. She's ridiculous and super fun, and she's about a year old. Crazy puppy.
I assume you like big dogs better?
I raised little dogs
Really?
for most of my adult, well actually when I was a kid you didn't have little dogs. So these are my first big dogs ever. But now I've got land, and so they can run the whole property. And
That's awesome.
And they're also big swimmers too, so I swim with them every day.
Yeah,
they're-
I heard you mention that. And I was like, I really want to know. So thank
oh,
you.
They're amazing.
We only have time for one more question. I'm sorry for the rest of you in line that we've run out of time, but who are you and what is your question for Steve?
I'm Adrian.
Nice to meet you, bub.
Nice. So is there any character that you miss the most, which you want to do again?
Ooh, how do you choose? There's one, and I can't say what it is because I just got to voice somebody in recently. It hasn't come out, it hasn't been announced. Jamie from Vegas XLR. I love Jamie. It was such a great show, and they didn't know what to do with it back then. Chicks still dig giant robots.
I love that show.
Yeah, it was just a love letter to our whole industry and to all of nerd culture, and Cartoon Network didn't understand what it was at the time and just canceled it. It was an executive decision by some pencil pusher, and that broke my heart. So I love that show. The other shows that were canceled that I worked on, I'm still voicing those characters in other forms, so I can't really pine over that. Yeah, but that's one that comes to mind.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Hey guys, if you didn't already know, when you go in the vendor's hall, on the left wall, as you go back, that's where Steve's set up. If you want to spend some more time talking to Steve, get an autograph card, he's on